Oh boy, and here we go. Now this is just pretty, y'all. It's just beautiful under here. Okay, it's Tim and Tammy time. And Tim's at work, and Tammy's headed out to an adventure. She's not going far, but Tammy's headed out on an adventure. So please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we love y'all. So today, we're headed to Fortson, Georgia. And I don't think I've ever been to Fortson, Georgia. It is I think it's the northernmost, but it's in North Columbus and North Muskogee County. And all of Muskogee County is Columbus consolidated. So the whole county of Muskogee is Columbus, Georgia. It's all the city of Columbus. So, and I don't really know anything about Fortson, Georgia. I was actually looking this morning on Google Maps. I was looking for something that maybe I could do and feel okay doing and not really worried about a whole lot by myself, because I'm going to try to do this a little bit more by myself. Not exactly sure how that's going to work out, and I'm making no promises. I'm just telling you what I think I'm going to try to do. So the only thing I know about Fortson, Georgia is that Josh Pate's from there. And you may say, who is Josh Pate? Unless you're in the know and you know he's college football 365 days a year, 52 weeks a year. And we follow him all year long, even though there's times when people don't, when they don't play college football, but we don't recognize the off season. So as a shout out here, whomst among us would have thunk that I would pick Fortson, Georgia to be the first place I go by myself? Well, anyway, that's where I'm going, and that's all I really know about it. I was looking at it, though, and there is a historic marker out here. There's ruins from the old general store, what's left of the foundations out here, and there's a house, and the house has been continuously lived in by the family that Fortson was named after, and it was built in the 1800s. And we'll read the sign when we get there, and we're just going to take this ride, and I'm just going to take you with me, and I'm fixing to turn the camera around so you can see where I'm going instead of just seeing me. But I appreciate y'all going along with me. Ooh, there's a lot of traffic over here. Of course, it is 20 minutes till 2, so well, that really shouldn't have that much bearing on it, should it? Lunch rush should be over, and school's not out yet. There's your Krispy Kreme donuts. And they're not, the hot sign's not open, not hot and fresh is not lit up, so they're not hot and fresh right now. This is a main shopping area over here. About to cross over J.R. Allen Parkway. Ooh, there's a box in the middle of the road. All this congestion right here, though, y'all, is the reason that Tim and I like to get out when he's off and we get to go somewhere. Is the reason we want to go to the back roads and get out of this town. I have to be honest, I really like living in Columbus. I like living in the city. This is the first time I have ever lived in a city like this. I grew up around Atlanta, but I lived way out away from Atlanta, what has now been taken over by Atlanta. But when I was a kid, it was not yet that way. So we would go to places that were city a lot, but we didn't live in the places that were actually city. Man, these people keep going. Light turned red, they just kept on going. I stopped. Ain't that amazing? Light turned yellow, I stopped like I was supposed to stop or something. I don't know what's wrong with me. Fixing to cross the railroad tracks. I don't think I've ever seen a train there. And then we're going to turn right on Fortson Road. Believe it or not, we're going to turn on Fortson Road. It's going to take us to Fortson, Georgia. Who'd have thunk it? I might wear that one out, huh? Okay, so over here on the left is where I get my hair cut. So I have been on Fortson Road, but I don't think I've been much further past there. I don't think I've been on out here. So we're gonna see what we're gonna see together. And I know I looked on Google Maps this morning and I kind of pinpointed this as a spot I wanted to go to. And all that I saw really is that it's there's a historic marker out here. So we're gonna go out here and see the historic marker, and there's a roundabout, a new roundabout. Oh boy. I don't know if where y'all live it's the same, but in Columbus, buddy, they just doing roundabout after roundabout after roundabout. Everywhere you go, you got to go through roundabouts now. I think red lights and four-way stops was pretty good. I don't understand all the roundabouts, except maybe we need to spend the money. Who knows? And y'all, I can't get started on that because I'm not supposed to talk politics. Okay. Now you can go, yellow cab. I will sure enough stop and wait on you, you Big Mac truck. Alright. And I can honestly say I don't hate roundabouts. In fact, I like some of them. But some of them just, you know, some of them bother me. I feel like we just got too many roundabouts. I hope I'm on the right road. I guess I am. I'd have gone straight had there not been a roundabout there, so. Yeah, this is all new to me. Everything I'm seeing is new to me. And here we go. I think we're crossing the same track, y'all. Here we go across the track, and I'm pretty sure it's the same track we crossed earlier. Now, what is that up there? I do not know, and I hope I went the right way. I think my road went this way. I don't know what that is. It looks like a blame roller coaster over there. You know what? I think I'm over here at the quarry, y'all. I think I'm at the Columbus Quarry. That did look like a roller coaster over there to my left, though. I don't guess I've ever been around modern quarries. It's a beautiful day. We have got to the point where it is, let's see, right now it is 62 degrees. And see, this is a four-way stop, and it's going to work better, in my opinion, than a roundabout. But that's just my opinion. And does my opinion count? No, my opinion really doesn't count. I don't make these decisions. Other people do. And they don't ask me what I think, so, okay. Now, I got to pay attention because I really don't know when I'm going to be where I'm trying to go. So, we might pass it and have to turn around and come back, but hey, we can do that. Tim's taught me very well how to turn around and come back. We spend a lot of our time turning around and coming back. Okay, I think I'm where I need to be. Now, where am I going to pull off at? Okay, I want to pull off right over here, y'all. Yeah, because I really do want to pull off right over here. Okay, I'm right here on the railroad tracks, y'all. Y'all know how much I love to be on the railroad tracks. All right, y'all. We are to our destination, and I am getting out of the vehicle. Okay, so let's go over here. Y'all, I love this spot. Now, let's go over here and read the sign. This was Fortson General Store. And we are right here on the railroad tracks, which is why there would be a general store right here. And all we have is the outline of it. So in 1884, Georgia map shows this area was once called Blanchard's Crossing. It was a stop on a narrow gauge railway that ran to Kingsboro, Georgia, just beyond Catala. When the Central of Georgia Railroad was built in the late 1880s, a station was constructed on the west side of Fortson Road with Thomas Willis Fortson named as station agent. Near the station was also a general store run by the Fortson family, originally located across the road from the railroad station. It was built of wood and burned in the early 1900s. Following the fire, a brick general store was constructed on the west side of Fortson Road, and it also contained the Fortson, Georgia post office. Thomas Willis Fortson, son of Thomas Daniel Fortson, who built the Fortson house, served as postmaster, station agent, and ran the store. Later, these duties were assumed by his son, Luther Getson Fortson. The general store and the post office were a central part of the Fortson community. It was a meeting place for the locals to stop and tell stories. With the death of Getson in 1963, the store was closed and the post office was moved several miles down Fortson Road to an area known as Nanky-Poo. The structure remained vacant for several decades. In 2015, a collaborative effort between the Columbus Quarry, Historic Columbus, and Dr. and Mrs. Mark R. Fortson was established to clean the site of the general store, secure the remains of the building, and create an interpretive area to tell the story. Okay, so let's go look right there. That was a general store before it was demolished in 2006. And this down here is Luther Getson Fortson in 1950s. And that is Thomas Willis Fortson with his sons Luther Getson and Mark Ernest in 1905. Okay. Huh. How cool is that? So, I might get a little bit about the railroad tracks and get the old store. Now, it said it was built the first time across the tracks from the depot, so I'm assuming the depot would be over here. Okay. Let's look at the tracks going down this way. I'll let that car go by. All right. Let's cross the street out here. I don't think there's too much traffic. I think we can cross it pretty easily, and we'll read about the house. The house is off the road over here, up a long driveway. I'm just going to read the sign, and I don't know if we'll be able to get much of a shot of the house at all. I think that's the house back there. Let me see if I can at all zoom in on that just a little bit. How well that can be seen. Originally called Blanchard's Crossing, this area was renamed Fortson in 1885 when the Columbus and Rome Railroad built a station on Fortson property. Thomas Willis Fortson established the Fortson General Store and Post Office, housed from 1904 in the brick building adjacent to the tracks. Luther Getson Fortson operated the store and post office until 1963. Across the tracks from the store, the Getson House, built in 1882 for T.W. Fortson's sister, was the home of his in-laws, Samuel Luther and Fanny Mealing Getson, who organized the Getson Memorial Baptist Church in 1904. I wonder where the Getson Memorial Baptist Church is at. If I can just stand outside here and let's see. Now this side of the sign says, Thomas and Elizabeth Allman settled in this area with her orphaned brother Thomas Daniel Fortson in the 1830s. In 1858, as a prominent farmer, Fortson built this Greek Revival Georgian cottage, its surrounding outbuildings and cotton terraces. He also ran a grist mill on the nearby Heiferhorn Creek during the Civil War. His son, Thomas Willis Fortson, established a general store and was appointed station agent and postmaster for Fortson, Georgia in 1885. The Fortson house has remained continuously in the family and was listed in the National Register of Historic Places in 1999. And that's it up there, but y'all, you really can't see it. It has a long, beautiful drive. But anyway, we'll turn our attention right back over here to the other side of the road, to the store. We'll cross right back over, and y'all, that's what I came to show y'all in Fortson, Georgia. So this is something I didn't know about. And we're right here at the Harris County line. So Muskogee County ends right across the tracks over there. Right here at the Harris County line. So this has been my adventure today in Fortson, Georgia. Please like, please subscribe. Thanks for watching, and we love y'all.